Call me Master Zen cause I'm a flicky bands.
Oi, Giftball, you see this stupid toy? Oh, no, it's in time. Let's get here. What the hell?
A young man takes on his school's infamous dirty deeds, a series of risky challenges that he intends to be the first to complete to win the heart of his friend's sister. One day, the students of West Valley High gather.
Don't tell me this man is about to put his meat inside a corpse. Yo, bruv.
To win the heart of his friend's sister. One day,
My nigga, I just cursed for the first few seconds. Well, I don't even make a lot of money from this YouTube shit, so fuck it. Nigga, she not even like all that, bro. You willing to do all that shit? Nah, bruv. Love is blind. Okay, I was about to sing a song, but that song is only known in South Africa, so it's not gonna make sense. It's not gonna make sense if I sing it. Never mind. Let's get into this thing.
the students of West Valley High gather to welcome their annual homecoming weekend. As the host, Jen warmly introduces the school's senior class president, Dan Lawton, to lead the unveiling of the homecoming banner. Senior student Zach and his friends set up their camera and watch with anticipation.
I know a lot of us the movie, because a lot of us grew up watching these type of movies, these high school movies. Man, we thought us going to high school we finna experience these type of things. Hell no. Damn. You be seeing them fucking multiple shoulders. Even the ugly dudes be getting something. Well, I can't say that. Hold on. Nah. I'm a virgin. I've never seen no female, you feel me? None rat. So, damn, I thought I was finna get some. Obviously, I'm laughing. It means I'm lying, bro. But, you know what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, having immaculate parties, all that type of shit, bro. Like, yo.
The moment the banner is uncovered, everyone gasps in disbelief, seeing that it is completely vandalized. The school's vice principal, Mr. Fuchs, spots Zach laughing with his friends and becomes certain that it was one of his pranks. Frustrated, the man steps off the stage and instructs him to come to his office. There, he confronts the playful teen about his lack of respect toward authority, but he shows no hint of remorse. Instead, he feigns deafness.
I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Y'all got it easy, bruh. Allegedly. Okay, let me just say, in a hypothetical world, this nigga would have gotten his ass beat by the principal. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, y'all niggas right now. Y'all, all the people that going to school right now, y'all little niggas still in school right now. I finished school like 5 years ago. Damn, or is it 4? I don't know. Whatever the year is. The class of 2021. Because of the stupid ass the situation of the 2020. I ain't getting no whatever homecoming or like prom or none of that because of that. Damn. But yeah, man. All I'm saying, bro, the current people now going to school, man, y'all having the best, bro. Y'all living the best lives. Y'all allowed to come with phones at school and all that. When y'all do stupid things, y'all get expelled and all that. Yeah, niggas will get their ass beat, nigga. Now y'all goof ass niggas out here involving the cops and the police and all that shit. Plus side niggas, man. Hey, you did the thing. You gonna get the punishment. Shit.
Ignoring the older man's words completely, but he shows no hint of remorse. Instead, he feigns deafness, ignoring the older man's words completely. Meanwhile, Officer Dill and his fellow policemen gather the jocks. They ask for their help to stop anyone from attempting the infamous West
I know that nigga doesn't like black people.
High legend, the dirty deeds. 10 risky challenges from attempting the infamous West High legend, the dirty deeds. 10 risky challenges that must be completed the night before homecoming. Though Dan agrees, his sarcastic behavior makes it clear that they aren't taking the request to heart. To end it, he delivers a final insult to the group before leaving. Back in the office,
he called them niggas bitches. Well, why didn't you say that? To make more money, you gotta have a video without cursing, brother.
vice principal demands that Zach admit to vandalizing the banner, but the student dodges the blame with jokes. Realizing that his interrogation is ineffective, he dismisses him with a warning. Outside, the troublemaker's smart and
a warning, bro. She mad chopped, bro. I don't care. Watch out. Fat forehead, bro. She look like, bro, buck tooth having ass, bro. She not all that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Some people probably say, "Oh man, she was my crush." If like they grew up watching this movie, I don't know how old is this movie, but bruv, early 2000s, late 2000s. Wait, could you say that current times is the late 2000s, bro? Early 2000s, man. Like from like 2010 to like 2016, bro. Wait, a lot of them were kids, so I can't say, "Oh, they were bad," so I can't say that. The younger me would say that. So hey, to make things not weird, man, she chopped, bruv.
Beautiful classmate Meg awaits him.
Beautiful, hell no. Who's this?
She pleads with Zach not to drag her brother Kyle
Wait, that's the same shorty? What the fuck? You see when shorties be talking about, like, oh, no, I don't look good. That's a bad angle. They not lying. She look chopped here.
Her smart and beautiful classmate Meg awaits him. She pleads
She look decent here. What the hell? It gotta be a doppelganger.
with Zach not to drag her brother Kyle into any more of his pranks, as she's concerned that it would only get him in trouble. Weak to his crush's request, he quickly agrees. On her way back to class, Meg encounters Dan and his fellow jocks. He tries to flirt with her, but she quickly shuts him down, reminding him that he's taken. Later that afternoon, while Kyle is busy with his part-time maintenance job at the track field, the jocks interrupt him. They invite him to be part of their team, but he must run a lap first to test his stamina. Eager, the teen immediately accepts it. Once he proudly finishes the lap, he accepts the drink the group offered him and chugs it down.
It's piss. Oh, yo, these niggas. Yo. I ain't gonna lie, some of these people, bro, some of these bullies, bro, they were living their good life. They were able to do these things for years without no repercussions. Do that shit right now, nigga. Do that shit right now, nigga. You finna get, it's either this. If you're in America, you finna get switched down. If you're in a third world country, they finna cut your dick off. Or you finna get stabbed in GTA. Dude, yo, bruv. Yo.
When he realizes it's urine, he spits it out while the jocks burst into laughter as they leave him humiliated.
Are you telling me
Zach's-
when you were like, okay, he's tired, you're not thinking, like, he probably just did a quick chug. Yo, I'm glad there's no juice in here, because I probably could have poured myself with juice. But there's some little juice in here. You telling me the minute he like, okay, there's excuses. The excuses could be valid. Like, he's tired, he wants a drink, so that he didn't like drink it normally. He took that shit and like, but fucking hell, man.
Sees the situation and asks the bullied fellow if he wants him to take revenge. The teen, unyielding with pride, insists that he can fend for himself before storming off. During lunch, the students gossip about the dirty deeds, recalling that Duncan Rhyme, a former West High student, was the only one to complete the list, but vanished after. Suddenly, Kyle bravely marches to the jocks' table, demanding why the so-called leader never attempted to do the dirty deeds. Boldly, he declares that he'll be doing it himself. Amused, Dan welcomes the challenge and dares the teen to prove himself. By the end of the school day, Meg finds Zach and begs him to stop her brother. Sadly, he admits to her he can't do anything to stop Kyle as he's determined to finish it. This makes her disappointed, prompting her to leave abruptly. On the other hand, Dan and his fellow jocks head to a storage room, excitedly cracking open an old locker to retrieve the list of the dirty deeds.
So the locker is just there, so nobody in the school knows about it. Nah, them boys freak as hell. The principal knows about these shits. Dirty deeds, man. I saw that boy. The short clips at the start of the video, showing the legs of a dead body. Bruh, man. We gonna see, man.
That evening, when Kyle arrives at the diner, Meg approaches him and begs him to reconsider his decision. Still, her younger brother decides to complete the challenge.
Man, watch out!
Believing his tormentors will leave him alone afterward. Before he can approach Dan and retrieve the list, Zach appears suddenly. He then announces that he'll be doing the challenge instead of Meg's brother, bringing up the rule that seniors get priority. The head jock, although irritated, agrees to the change of plans. As the new challenger retrieves the list, Kyle leaves, feeling like his accomplice made him look like a loser. Out of guilt, Meg explains that she didn't intend for the senior to do the challenge, but he assures her that it was the only way to free her brother from the bullies. Then, he reveals that Dan's reason for targeting Kyle is his payback to her because she's the only girl in school he can't have his way with. As the crowd cheers, the
basically saying the other girls are whores. Hey, do not shoot the messenger. That's what the man said, not me.
faces the head jock to receive the first deed. He is reminded of the rule that he must accomplish all the challenges by the start of the homecoming rally, giving him only 12 hours to do so. In no time, Dan informs him that the initial risky deed is to down a beer in front of a cop. Reluctant at first, Zach outsmarts him by pouring the beer into a plastic cup to conceal it, infuriating the bully. In an instant, the students gather by the window as he comes up to Officer Dill, who is inside the diner. He strikes up a conversation with the older man to mask his real intentions, and immediately chugs down the drink. After, he lets out a burp and tells the scowling policeman that it was a good cup of coffee before walking away. Soon, he returns to Dan for the second deed, to which the young man reveals he must punch the toughest kid in town. He specifies
the toughest kid, like it sounds normal. He gotta punch the toughest kid in town. That's going to be awesome. Or he finna get his ass pummeled. Today, he's going to die.
is that it must be J.D. Riplock, a tall and muscular student known for his temper. Despite feeling uneasy, Zach drives off, determined to look.
Man, these high school bullies, bro, they finna beat your ass or whatever. Some of them, they might break your arm or whatever. Okay, so I can't even say. Still, that's diabolical too. Who the hell wants to get their ass beat? Like, bruv, eating a Switch or niggas shoving a fucking ARP archer, bro. If you don't know what the fucking ARP, bro, simplify. Niggas, bro, putting a Glock up your ass or making you dance and they still shoot you. I ain't gonna lie, bruv.
For the hot-headed teen. Not long after, he spots his target in the middle of a fight in the street.
What? Okay, now this stakes are much higher. He found him in the middle.
Though nervous, he interrupts the scene by striking his rival with a single punch, stunning everyone, including JD himself. Quickly, the teen bolts back behind the wheel and speeds off the scene. In no time, Zach returns to Dan at the diner for the third deed. The head jock, thrilled by the next challenge, hands him the envelope. Upon unfolding it, the challenger feels humiliated when he learns that he must shut himself in the supermarket bathroom and use a loaf of bread to please himself.
Bro, who the fuck created? You see, when they talk about white nigga things, this is what the fuck they be talking about. White people, bruh. White people. And then you got goofballs who are white power, white supremacy. This is what the fuck y'all be doing. It's all jokes. I don't really give a fuck about them niggas. But like, bro, what? I thought he gonna talk about like lock himself in the superstore, whatever, the toilet, and then eat that bread in there, bitch. It's disgusting because it smells like shit in that toilet, whatever. Or it's you're eating in the toilet. He gotta please himself with the bread. Ooh.
When he learns that he must shut himself in the supermarket bathroom and use a loaf of bread to please himself. Despite this, he accepts the challenge and decides to head to his next destination. At the supermarket, the challenger sneakily grabs a loaf of bread from the shelves and hides it under his jacket before rushing to the bathroom. As he performs the deed,
nobody even fought. Nobody is following this nigga to confirm he did these things, bro. I just realized nobody's. How do they know? Okay, punching that goofball. Obviously, they're gonna see him getting like maybe the next day when they go to school, they're gonna see that boy trying to fight him man because he gonna be screaming, "Yo, you punch me, I'm finna punch you back" or something like that. This one, how the hell niggas gonna know?
He's unaware that a security guard is watching him through the surveillance camera. Shortly,
wait, they got cameras in.
The clueless Zach comes out and attempts to return the loaf, but the security guard confronts him. Thinking that he is caught, he slowly turns around, but he's surprised at the officer's unexpected reaction. The man in uniform expresses his delight that someone is trying the dirty deeds again.
White people things. Aye. No, man. Yo, y'all got me out here exaggerating in my, like, can I say, like, my, it doesn't, not gonna be six. Y'all got me exaggerating in an African way or a South African way when I say hi. Or I don't even know how to explain this, bro. I almost wanted to say something in my home language just to show you how, like, bro, that's you know how diabolical this shit is. Yo. Yo, bro.
So he wishes him good luck. Right after, Zach rejoins the cheering crowd at the diner to find out the fourth deed. Dan, still smug but visibly rattled that the teen is succeeding, orders him to drag the huge balloon leprechaun from a used car lot all the way to school. The challenger gladly accepts the task and mocks the head jock's demeanor before leaving the scene. Arriving at his destination, Zach immediately comes up with a plan to chain the balloon to his car to quicken the process. Unfortunately, his plan fails when it deflates after a streetlight pole pokes through it. As he thinks of a way to fix it, Kyle appears and expresses his frustration that his schoolmate took the responsibility of completing the deeds. Regardless,
we not finna forget that this nigga just fucking pleased himself with a loaf of bread, and the security guard saw this nigga doing this shit, and he just congratulated him from doing that, or like doing it. What the fuck is this fucking video, bro?
Helps his friend finish his task. Together, they drag the balloon to the school's track, tinkering with the sprinklers to release hot air instead of water to help inflate it back up. On the other hand, the jocks grow impatient after not hearing anything from Zach. This prompts Dan to seize the moment, declaring to everyone that the challenger has failed the challenge. Just then, the crowd cheers when they see that the leprechaun balloon is slowly lifting into the sky. In contrast to the cheering crowd, the head jock loses his spirits from the humiliation. Soon, the challenger returns to the diner, and he disturbs Dan and his girlfriend's intimate moment to take on the fifth deed.
Hey, boy, you better not throw that shit at me again, bro. I'll smack the fuck out you right now. Wait, what?
The challenger returns to the diner, and he disturbs Dan and his girlfriend's intimate moment to take on the fifth.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I don't see this man as a threat, I'm already knowing, bro. My reflexes, I'm finna punch. I'm finna do something, bro. If I don't respect the nigga, I don't fear that nigga. Yo, he throw that motherfucker envelope at me. I'm already know I'm finna punch this nigga. I'm trying to grab this nigga, bro.
Deed. For the fifth challenge, Zach and his friend Stash head to a funeral home to search for a body they will steal. Eventually, they choose a John Doe, as he's the only one without an identity.
So they just grab a body like it's on some normal shit, and like the door of the morgue or whatever this thing is just open like that freely. Where are the dirty deeds or whatever? What do you benefit from this? Nothing. Even if like, okay, you're doing this shit for money, it's fucked up still, but bro, you're doing this shit for money. You're not doing this thing just for doing it. Bragging rights. Nigga, I'd rather get paid than for, bro. Fuck the fame, nigga. Give me money.
Or a funeral service. On their way to school, Officer Dills sees their reckless driving and demands they pull over. The cop lectures the pair about their speeding, oblivious to the body in the car. Just then, he spots the strange passenger slumped in the back. Thinking fast, the two fabricate a story that it's Stash's drunk uncle whom they'll have to drive home after passing out from intoxication. Luckily, the police officer buys their excuse and lets them off with only a warning. Upon arriving at school, they position the corpse on the West High Viking monument, impressing the goth students who were watching them. Since he's done with
the weird niggas.
Fifth task, he approaches Dan once again to claim the sixth deed. He finds through the note that he must bring back the signed lingerie of a former homecoming queen. With determined...
Just from that, bro, I'm grabbing this smug looking at face ass nigga, bro. This suburban looking at nigga, bro. I'm putting the beats on this nigga. They gotta take me away from this nigga body, bro. The amount of anger, yo. Just think about it. This is a video. I'm already pissed off. This shit already pissing me off, bro. The amount of times I'm cursing on this bitch, I don't care no more. If I was making money from this shit or this video, I don't give a fuck if I was going to earn like some fucking like some cents or pennies. I don't give a fuck, bro. Yo.
Nation and support from the crowd, he turns to start the challenge. Throughout the next few hours, the teen contacts and visits the past homecoming queens, only to get turned down at every attempt. Just as he's losing hope, one of the jocks calls him, pretending to have a supposed lead. Taking the bait, he heads to the address only to find an empty lot. He grows even more frustrated when he suddenly feels the urgency to urinate. Delighted that there's a nearby hotel, he crosses the street and heads in. Inside the hotel's bar, Zach finds out that only customers are allowed to use the bathroom, so he's left with no other option but to purchase a drink. After relieving himself, he slumps over the counter and consumes his drink in silence, feeling defeated. A woman sitting next to him notices him and
Ooh, who's this? I don't have no sound for this.
strikes up a conversation to make him feel better. Hearing his story, she reveals that she is Rachel Buff, the homecoming queen from 1999.
Golly. 1999. Oh, okay, why am I saying this? As if that was only like, as if that was like 1980 or something. Bro, I was born in 2001. That was literally just 2 years back. But anyway, still, because she was finishing school in 1999. That's still like, damn. Golly. Hold on. Let me take my camera over here, bro, because I'm covering everything. Right. Hold on.
Pleased at her revelation, Zach wastes no time and asks for her help with the task. The woman accepts without hesitation,
Whore.
so they quickly head to the bathroom. There, with the teen's assistance, she slips him her undergarment,
What type of plot armor is this, bro? Looks like I'm watching an anime.
scrawls her signature across it, and hypes him for completing half of the deeds. Proud that another challenge
That's shorty. Wait, is that shorty black? Nah, shorty. All the black people going to the school, or all the black people going to that school, and they fuck with this deed or whatever. Yeah, them niggas are not black, bro.
is off the list. He confidently waves the prize to Dan at the diner. As proof of the accomplishment, he shows him a video greeting he made with Rachel. Irritated that he succeeded again, the
Eat dick, nigga.
head jock shoves him the seventh deed and declares that he'll fail this time. Nevertheless, Zach persists. But when he's about to drive away, he discovers that the jocks had slashed his tires. With no other
You telling me I can't punch these niggas? Come on, bro. Or after the deeds are done, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm calling all my homies, bro. We finna beat these niggas' ass, man. Fuck that.
choice, he drags himself to Meg's house and asks to borrow her car. She declines at first, but soon gives in when she sees how desperate and hopeless he looks. Against her better judgment, she accompanies him to his destination at a private property.
Bitch, wait. The Meg that was always asking this man to like help his brother. Shorty, you gonna give me that motherfucking car, man? I'm doing this shit for your little brother. The hell you talking about? Nigga talking about, no, I can't give you my... I'm doing this thing because of your brother trying to out here doing some... He's trying to be tough. The hell?
And wishes him good luck. While Victor Rasdale,
I ain't gonna lie, shorty, he gonna... Hey, head or buns, shorty. You're tweaking.
a strict policeman, sleeps soundly, Zach sneaks inside. Carefully, he steals the man's prosthetic leg to complete the task. Just as he's about to escape, a glass hidden inside the leg slips and crashes to the floor, causing the policeman to bolt upright. The anxious teen quickly ducks behind a couch, and the policeman threatens him if he doesn't surrender himself. He considers surrendering, but thankfully, Meg, who's watching by the window, catches Victor's attention by banging on the glass. In a bold, desperate distraction, she flashes him, giving the friend the chance to escape. Breathless, Zach makes it out and immediately expresses his gratitude towards her.
Hey, well, I need to see more. Shorty fuckers who's talking about a nigga out here pleasuring himself with some motherfucking bro. You gonna have to do something, man. But if you don't want to do it, let me clarify. If she doesn't want to do it, okay. I'm not one of them weird niggas. If she doesn't want to do that, hey, you gonna have to pay a nigga, man. Somehow. Cause this man doing out here diabolical things, man.
Ecstatic at the turn of events, Meg decides to hand him the car keys so he
I don't know what this guy he's going to have to do, bro, for God to forgive him. Cause hey, even for me too, man. Shit, the only thing I can do right now is just ask for forgiveness. But this nigga, man, this nigga has done some atrocities, bro.
can accomplish the rest of the challenge before parting ways. On his way to the car, Dan ambushes him. As he writhes in pain,
You see, I not a reason why to beat this nigga ass, bro.
the bully throws him the 8th deed before letting JD take his revenge. Fortunately, Mullet, a homeless man that Zach befriended, saves him just in time. Taking the chance, the teen drives off to a luxurious private party to fulfill the next challenge of stealing an expensive car. When the crowd settles, he reaches for the key box but finds it locked. Coincidentally, he finds a uniform left at a stand and uses it to disguise himself as a valet. Moments later, a wealthy man, Vincent Scarno, arrives and hands over his car keys to Zach, allowing him to race out of the event. Soon after, Meg returns home, only to find Kyle playing cards with Vincent, who tracked her down after Zach left her vehicle at the club. Calm but cold, the man Soon after, Meg returns home, only to find Kyle playing cards with Vincent, who tracked her down after
Who tracked her down after Zach?
Zach left her vehicle at the club.
Oh, Zach left her vehicle. Okay, now it was starting me. I was like,
Calm but cold, the man warns that if the teen fails to return his Ferrari, her brother will pay the price. Meanwhile, Zach stuns Dan and the crowd back at the diner by pulling up in an expensive car, completing the 8th deed. The teen reveals the bully's antics of sabotaging him, ultimately disappointing his girlfriend Jen, who wants a fair game. She then hands the 9th deed to the challenger herself, after her boyfriend claims to throw it away. Zach unfolds the paper, and his blood runs cold upon reading that he must find Duncan Rhyme. Dan bursts out in laughter upon hearing it, certain that he'll fail since Duncan had long vanished. Amidst it all, Kyle, Meg,
okay, that goofball Duncan or whatever. They talking about like he's the only one who was able to like succeed with like doing the challenges. What was his 9th challenge? The fuck? Or because he the only one that did the previous challenges, he changed them and then disappeared? Cause he's a weird nigga.
and Vincent arrive on the scene, intent on reclaiming the car. Before they can, Mullet steps forward and reveals that he is Duncan Rhyme. He declares the game is a hollow charade that only reminds him of how miserable he was during high school.
No wonder, nigga, you were doing some bullshit. If that's half of the things you were doing.
Before walking away, he warns Zach that if he truly wants to win, he may have to stop playing by the rules. Motivated by his words, the teen snatches the final deed from Dan and hands it to Kyle, who proceeds to tear it to shreds and hurls it at the bully's face.
Punch this nigga, man!
Not long after, the siren and flashing lights cut through the scene. Officer Dills storms in and apprehends Zach for stealing a car. However, Vincent decides to drop his complaint and makes a deal with the policeman, setting the teen free.
Bro, what type of fucking plot armor is this, man? I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's no need for me to watch the whole shit, cause it's just plot armor. It's like I'm watching fucking anime. If I want to watch the anime, I'm going to watch anime. Fucking going on, man.
While Zach shoulders the weight of the dirty deeds, the rest of the West High students spend their night partying at a nearby house. Even the school nerd gets to have his moment with the popular girl.
Hey, I hope she don't got no type of illnesses and all that shit, cause hey, for a lot of us, bro. Come on, bro. You already know that there was a shorty at that certain school, at your school, whatever. She was like the most popular, and you wanted to hit that, but then you hear that she be letting everybody hit, like multiple people have hit, but at the time we didn't know. The only thing that was bad was like, oh man, she be getting fucked by a lot of niggas. That's nothing. We don't know some of them they had diseases or any type of weird things. But niggas still want to hit it because we didn't know about like diseases and all that shit because we still young. Yo, crap.
Even the school nerd gets to have his moment with the popular girl he's always dreamed about. As they are wrapped up in their carefree night, their head jock is already plotting his next move to ruin their most anticipated school event.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. Switch cheese this nigga, bro.
On the morning before homecoming, Dan pieces back together the 10th deed and enlists JD to carry it out, planning to frame Zach for revenge. As Vincent and the teen converse over breakfast, Jen comes rushing in. Frantically, she informs him of her now ex-boyfriend's plan. The moment he hears that Meg will get hurt, he bolts for the door. Seeing the urgency, the kind gentleman lends the teen his car. While this unfolds, JD crawls underneath the event's stage and sets up fireworks to detonate during the carnival, which they know Zach will be blamed for. Back on the road, Zach wastes no time and speeds off, alerting Officer Dill, who tails him all the way to school. Arriving at West High, the chase disrupts Mr. Fush's opening speech. Immediately, the teen jumps out of the car, shouting warnings of the incoming danger. He quickly rushes to Meg and drags her to a safer distance. Behind him, Officer Dill catches up to him and slams him in cuffs. Despite his efforts to explain, the policeman refuses to listen. A loud explosion erupts through JD's car, stunning everyone, including Dan, as this wasn't part of his plan. Shaken by the blast, Officer Dill leaves to handle the urgent matter, ordering his fellow policeman, Officer Bevins, to guard Zach. However, when his superior is out of sight, the other officer bitterly expresses his resentment toward his partner. Without hesitation, he takes the cuff off and instructs the teen to run.
What the fuck kind of problem is this?
Grabbing the opportunity, Meg and Zach sprint, only to be stopped by Vincent and a group of men. It turns out that the man's crew had moved the fireworks from underneath the stage into JD's car. The teen thanks them and returns the man's car keys. But before he leaves, the kind gentleman decides to lend him the Ferrari once again to give them more time to escape.
I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next video, bro. I'm gone, bro.
The video's already done, man. Look at this bullshit. It's just yaps, man. It's yaps. The movie is diabolical, but towards the end, it is more like, oh, it's this theme of like, it's a crazy movie, old ass movie, and at the end, it's like a happy ending. Guys, what a great summer. Or hey, guys, life starts now. After this homecoming, this and that, or we finish school, life starts now. Head ass. Get the fuck out of here, man, bro. Happy ending, it is what it is. It's pissing me off. I gotta go, man. I do miss movies like this, but hey, it is what it is. Wait, do I even see? Yes. Yeah, I hope you hopefully saw this. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone, bro. There's no need for me to finish the whole video. Fuck.
Grinning, Zach and Meg bid their goodbye and hop into the car. As they prepare to drive away from West High, they finally seal their feelings for one another through a passionate kiss.
You see, I should have just ended. Like, where are they running to? This nigga's gonna be... He did a crime in a way. Speeding. Now he's running away even... It's a fantasy move, man. I'm going, bruv. I'm gonna see you next week. Because it's Friday over here. So, yeah, I don't work weekends.
Call me Master Zen, cause I'm a flick the bands.